The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go,
there he goes left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
and I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The point after 3. And that gets the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man right side, Myers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
2nd and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Hurts. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Eagles at 14-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 55 yards. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Understand? Guard red. Black open. Red, cycle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not let down one thing they have now because they think that they're better and they're important again in this game.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. In motion, Slayton. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Swift is into the end zone for an even touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And it is now 21 to the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And they're on 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one is Slayton over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Set, hut. Steal, black. Set.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense is playing with some confidence. How point yet flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball. Every snap, another nice job there to force an incompletion.
White, white. Green jack.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Slot man moves right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got room at the 30.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Down the middle. And the ball is on here in this first half. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ready?
2nd and 2. Open man is Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, New York.
Black Ultra. Red Cycle. Hut.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped him. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
In motion left, Robinson.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A give here to Swift, but this is going to be a reverse. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurt sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Dallas got it. 27 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game,
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Amari Barno in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really launching up to get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his head.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 15. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Ready, ready?
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go? He's got a man, complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 81 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Second down and 4. On the option to give to Swift here. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first and 10, it's Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete. Those two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. In motion left goes Smith. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're setting back for 30.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker. And now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this will be incomplete. Okay, that probably should have been good, too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Now he's loose again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
The kick is
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Mega. Blue, go. Blue, yellow. Cut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the offense. This was a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
On the double.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They run again with Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to put some targets in the open field downfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And they take a knee.
Come on, come on.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Get it. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So from the Eagles' front, it's a victory for Philadelphia. I tell you what, I can't remember.